Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Jesse.
How's everyone tonight? Everyone had some cocktails? Sorted out?
Take off your clothes!
Birthday's here, so clearly the beers can now start. I want to welcome everyone to tonight's roast of an old man, a 40-year-old man. The roast is an interesting thing. It's an American institution started by the Friars Club of New York, basically an excuse for famous people to give each other a bunch of shit in front of everybody else. And that's why we're going to go tonight to the next level, because if anybody deserves a bunch of shit, it's Mark Andrew Unger. So I would like to introduce each of our roasters, and have them come up. But first, let's welcome the man of the moment, Mark Andrew Unger. That's
you, Mark. That's you.
Radio.
You know what? Please, just say that. Honey, that's perfect. You know, I peed a little. That was so good. I always pee when the music.
Okay, perfect.
All right, well,
right.
Thank you, Puppy.
I would also like to welcome to the dais Mark's brother,
that's what I was going for.
who's known him the longest in his life, perhaps, except for two other folks here tonight, Christopher Unger.
Yay! Smack my bitch up.
In case you guys wondered the name of this song, Smack My Bitch Up. Right? Sorry, I'm helping out.
So, of course, you have many talents, many abilities, and nothing else. Chris Willoughby.
Yes.
That's not true. I have many vices.
Oh, that should have been good.
He's got some talents, this guy.
Of course, Mark also has friends that extend back to high school. Both of them are here tonight. First to the dais, of course, Mary Williams. And I would also like to welcome to the dais
Sit down next to me, man.
Mary's husband, another one of Mark's friends. We use that term loosely, of course. And we'd also like to thank Papa Smurf for relaxing the curfew tonight.
Where'd he go? Now, sit here.
She was the nicest, most elegant hat rack you'll ever meet. And she was Chinese, of course. Her name would be Irene, but that's okay. Look, you're probably wondering why. Why would you date a girl with one leg? And you ask my wife. It's all about winning arguments because she never had a leg to stand on.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are, that's funny right there.
I want to thank TJ for asking me to host tonight's roast, of course. Thank you, TJ. There really is nothing better than shitting on your best friend. And okay, that's another gay joke. I'm sorry. You know, you're going to hear lots of jokes tonight, and again, you'll hear some about me, and that's fine. And you'll hear some about, I'm sure, my quote-unquote professional soccer career, and that's fine. I mean, I'll tell you, there's nothing more embarrassing. Really, there's nothing more embarrassing than having shot after shot go between your legs in front of hundreds and thousands of people. Right, Mary Beth?
Here we go! Here we go! Hell yes!
So, look, I mean, tonight's going to be about old times. It's going to be about looking into the past. I mean, for tonight, it'll be a lot about, for Mark, going to a high school reunion. I mean, for Mark, the high school reunion was a lot like going to the hockey game. There was one difference. At a hockey game, you see lots of fast pucks. Wait for it.
I was like,
Look, everyone here tonight, everyone talks about what a wonderful couple he and TJ make, if it weren't for Mark. And look, he's a great-looking guy. I mean, we're talking about Siegfried and Roy's love child. Look at that. This guy's fantastic. But look, when you talk about where he's come from, I mean, he's clearly climbing the corporate ladder, and the higher a monkey climbs, the more of its ass you see. So I am. I am really happy that everyone's here tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. The first person that we're going to bring to the dais to talk tonight is Mark's brother, Christopher. I'm sure that you saw the gas gun. Don't touch my car. Don't look at my car. Christopher is a gearhead. I mean, he's pretty much chrome from the eyebrows back. ZZ Top Call, by the way. They want their goatee back. I love Christopher. I mean, he's fantastic. The guy makes Kato Kalin look like Donald Trump. He's big time. And look, I'm not going to say that Christopher overachieved when he married Amy, because, I mean, clearly Amy's big time, but I heard that Billy Joel really wants to kick your ass, Christopher. I didn't know if you knew this, but Christopher is on OPEC's Christmas card list, and when you consider where those Christmas cards come from, that's pretty impressive. That's good stuff. I could barrel it back. This is true. But, I mean, look at that coat. That's fantastic. Couldn't the guy guess your weight? I mean, what's going on there? Anyway, I'd like to bring to the dais Christopher Unger. Welcome him up. He's a marksman. I mean, of course.
That's why we like him.
You know how he got to be that way? I mean, first year of Mark's life, he just spent all his time unloading his pistol at any stork that went by.
Get some! Some bitch should have ducked. This is my rifle. This is my gun. So she just advertising.
But Ray's really into flight simulators. He's into that genre of video game. In fact, he's working on his own right now. The game is based on the Unger family. The game comes without directions and guarantees you're never going to get there on time.
That's fucked up but true.
Ray's enjoying life in Ocean City. I mean, we're calling it semi-retired. He's a private investigator. Business is good. For a private investigator in Ocean City, that's got to be great. Not really sure how that's working. I mean, you're having an affair and a 6'4", 300-pound guy's following you around. Might make you nervous. Don't know. But you know what, Ray? I mean, maybe just once someone will call him sir and not add, "You're making a scene."
I didn't even write this. Keep going, man. You're going to He's going to kick your ass.
But look, I want to welcome.
You're so fun.
Let's bring the big monkey up here. Hopefully he won't throw any feces. Ray Unger, ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't that right, Pop? It's a door prize.
You know, we're going to talk about that first suit that Mark had, because he's got plenty now. He's got a lot of suits now, but that, you know, now when he wears a suit, it's Mr. Unger. When he had that first suit, it was Mr. Defendant. Please stand up. Yes, I will. Our next roaster is a good friend of Mark's, is a friend of many of us here.
Good luck.
She's a woman that speaks 8 languages and can't say no in any of them.
He speaks the truth. Speak it, preacher. Speak it.
I've had some great times working in a restaurant. Great times. She has been on more laps than a napkin, so that's worked out.
I was having
Mayor's just going
Just believe none of this unless you think I'm cute.
I do understand that Mary Beth was a fun girl back in the day. I mean, it's well documented. There are times the underage drinker in Towson. That's great. If she had as many dicks coming out of her as she had going into her, she'd look like a pincushion. Love you, Mary Beth.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a roast. Come on.
And they're kicking my ass. I love it.
But look, I mean, you know, Mary Beth's a single woman now. Life is good. There's a lot of guys lined up to date Mary Beth. And you know, the funny part is, I mean, there's so many guys lined up, I thought she was selling Xboxes out of her pussy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I need a drink.
let's get it on.
I need a cosmopolitan.
Party
I'll show you.
Did she bring some tonight?
I've got one last joke from Mary Beth, and it's one of my all-time favorites.
Oh no, that wasn't your favorite?
That wasn't actually my favorite. No, I mean, and it actually goes in with tonight. I mean, what's the difference between Mary Beth and the mosquito? The mosquito stops sucking when you slap it. I started hanging out with Mark back in 1994. And yeah, it's a long frickin' time. God, I'm fucking old too. But there is nobody up here who cares as much about Mark Unger as our next roaster, Mary Beth Boozer. Come on up.
He got the tie done with the help of a midget.
Look, I know a lot of you guys have seen Carson. You've seen our next roaster on the news. That cute little guy, water skiing behind the boat in the pool.
Wait for it.
Oh, that's right, that's a squirrel. Oh, wait. You know, I really thought I was a tech geek until I met Carson. I mean, I'm not going to kid you, I like gadgets, but Carson is next fucking level. Mark called Carson over to help him set his toaster up. Next thing you know, the thing's in goddamn surround sound.
I overclocked that bitch too.
Look, Carson is... When you talk about Carson, Carson's a lucky guy. I mean, you look at him, I mean, he's worked out well. He's had a great life, done well in school, great job. You look at his wife, everything's great. I mean, how many guys do you know need a Sherpa to climb up his wife's boobs? so we can really shut down Mr. Unger. Richard Pryor drunk off his ass. Let's welcome Carson Williams. Bring up here tonight is the guest of honor.
And the drunkest one of all.
This is the guy who's, I'm not going to kid you, he's shit-faced. No!
Shock.
And when you talk about Mark, you talk about punctuality.
No, sort of.
Mark is to punctuality what Keith Richards is to clean living.
That's true.
Mark is a good soccer player. He's not a great soccer player. He's a good soccer player.
He knows the shape of the ball.
Everybody on my team knows that's true.
Most of Mark's goals, like his sex life, are a result of a lot of hard work by somebody else, a lot of sweat from somebody else, and then Mark falls down and can't walk for 3 days.
No, it's true.
These guys, a good finisher. Guilty. My soccer boys.
That's not a guy at the end.
And if we all know Mark, we all know he's really particular about germs. One of the first times we ever had Mark over to the house was when Shannon and I were together. We had Mark and TJ over for ribs.
I'm supposed to know he wouldn't eat things like that.
That was the best fucking idea ever. To watch Mark eat ribs.
Because he's trying to be polite.
I've never seen anybody use a knife and a fork to eat ribs. And 37 fucking wet naps.
Well, now that's ridiculous.